Hi and welcome to episode 44 of the Apocalyptic Knitter. I'm Naomi and I'm coming to you from a very soggy Leeds in West Yorkshire, where I live with my husband, my teenage son and our cat. It is Saturday the 15th of November and I've done all my jobs in the outside, excuse the rain hair, and I thought before I stick my pyjamas on and veg out for the rest of the day, I thought I would do a quick recording. I did record some footage for an attempted Halloween-y type blog because I was off for a few days, but it was a bit of a flop the time off, and I was just feeling a bit bleh about it, and then all of a sudden a week had passed and I thought the moment had gone. But c'est la vie. So I thought I'd come back and show you what I've been up to. So what am I wearing? This is my lovely hooded shawl cardigan. Yep, and it does have a hood. So yep, love this one, and that's by So Soon Knits. Yes, finished objects. I've finished the Submariner sweater. I'll see if I can put a little picture here. Absolutely perfect fit, really happy, because even though I take all the measurements and everything, there's always still that little doubt in your mind that creeps up, that thinking, oh, is it too big? But no, it was really good fit, so they're really pleased, and they're talking about another one for next winter, but I'll come back to that in a little bit. What else? I finished the Radiator sweater. I might have already told you last time, sorry, hot flash. So yeah, I put some finished pictures on my Instagram, so that was good. Talking of Instagram, I know I'm always a little bit all over the place. My socials, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm Naomi Knits, I'm Big Bird on Ravelry, and I'm Apocalyptic Knitter here. So if you don't already subscribe and you've been watching, please, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button or give it a like or comment or anything like that, just to help it get a little bit more out in the universe. Always appreciated. Finished objects. So I also finished the, what's it there? I'll just go and fetch it. This is the litmus cowl. I think I was almost finished with this last time. So these are lovely, and then you can double wrap it there. So this one was using, for the grey, I used a little bit sheepish the Vulcan colourway, and just loads and loads of different pinks. I think on this one I kind of went for a fade or a paler colour and then a bold, and then just kind of carried it on. So yeah, so I'm not gonna post that to them just yet, because the recipient has just become a grandmother, nanny to a beautiful little girl, and I'm making a little, she did ask very nicely, I'm making a little baby cardigan, so I thought I may as well post them both together, but I'll come back to that in my whip section. So yes, I think that is all. Oh no, I do have another finished object, which you won't have even seen as a whip, because it's teeny tiny. So we've got a few colleagues who are expecting babies, and cute little knot at the top. So this is for what I like to call baby number 1. So, and I can't remember the life of me. The pattern was by Pearl Soho, I know that much. And the yarn you'll recognise is Yarn Smith's Merino DK. Just used up some leftovers from the radiator and the cushion, and I think this is the paprika colourway. So yeah, that one's done, but they're not in. I'm not going to see them till I think the 28th of November, so I'll keep that safe until it's time to give them. And yeah, I will put the name of the pattern up. I think it was something like Top Knot Baby Hat. I'm sorry, you have to get used to my brain now. Some days are better than others. So, what have we got next? Shall we go to whips? Work in progress. So, I think there's a few projects because I'm wanting to use November as the month to kind of blast through as many of my to-do list as possible. I've got loads of gift knits, and some of them are smaller than others. Some are like some baby knits, and I have got an advent calendar coming, hopefully all being well, 1st of December, so it'd be nice to kind of open it and work on it as I go along. The advent that I ordered was from Yarn Inc. Oh my god, I absolutely love their colours. You know, you get certain dyers that are really your palette. So I ordered the DK, and I'm going to be making a Battenberg blanket with it. So I'm not going to be all, you know, keeping up with it. It'd be nice if I did, but we'll see how it goes. So I thought I've still got a couple of weeks, and also this weekend, because the weather is so I'm gonna give myself a silly little wish list of things that I would like to get finished. We shall see. So I've got 3 projects that I want to kind of focus on, and in my little grey girl bag, I do love this, I am making a pair of the Flower Power Fun socks, and the colourway is, oh god, what is it, Naomi, come on, I think it's called Daffodil Hope by Rosie's Moments, and just really subtle little flecks there, and you get a green mini and you get a yellow mini, so you can make 2 pairs of socks with them. And there's the wool there, and you just see ever so slightly just a tiny little orange fleck. And I love that detail because that's just of a daffodil, isn't it? Just the centre. So I've done one, and I'm on with the second. So there we go. And I was knitting on this, working on this while I was walking around Yorkshire Yarn Fest last weekend. More on that on acquisitions later on. Which I know you're thinking, yeah, we only went to Berlin a few weeks ago. Where you buying more wool for? To be fair, I was very restrained. So, and also I think this might be my, if I don't finish these at the weekend, I think I'm going to use this as my commuting knitting because my other project's getting a bit big. So that is that. Stick that in there. I've also, in my Sorrento holiday bag, this is another litmus cowl, very similar to the one that I've just showed you for somebody else. This is for my lovely friend Rachel, and as you can see, that's coming on a treat. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21. I'm on stripe 22, and I think I'm trying to get to a minimum of 34 and ideally 36. But I am playing yarn chicken with this grey. I think I've only got about 20 grams of it left. So I'm just going to see where it takes me to, and then I'm going to assess the situation. We shall see. But yeah, I'm doing, that's my favourite, like that Eat and Mess. Espion by Super Effective Fibres. Attic Spin Dye. And this one is very special. This is one that my lovely friend Tony dyed for me for my birthday. I think this one is Book of Dreams by the lovely Ellie at, I was going to say Curio Yarns. It's not Ellie's Yarn Company. Some Knit Global. Woolly Mama Yarns, which is this one here, some leftovers. So yeah, so I really like using up all the little bits, all the bits and pieces. And I also picked out from my little minis jar that I've got there, a couple more pinks just in case I need one. So there we go, so that's all living in there. This is an item that I would like to get finished this weekend, but this is priority number 2. So I'll explain the madness that is me. And I've got one more whip to show you, but this is, spoiler alert, this is the Joji Locatelli One Love shawl. So please, if you don't want to see, please look away now, and I will tell you when it's safe to look. So I've finished clue 2 and I'm on with clue 3. Oh God, I thought I'd lost it. I thought I'd dropped my stitches then. Oh, I'm in the middle of a row. Well done, Naomi. So let me tangle, tangle, tangle. And that's caught in there. So this is really coming on now. And we've got some lovely garter sections and some lace sections. Yeah. And you'll be pleased to know this is actually for me. And it's so squishy. So yeah, I've just, I've almost finished. Actually no, I'm about halfway through clue 3. So I'd like to finish the clue over the weekend on this one. You see, I've got a lot planned for this weekend, haven't I? Always mission impossible, Naomi. Right, the yarn that I'm using, I've got it here, is from All's Wool That Ends Wool. They're at Yorkshire Yarn Fest. Oh my God, they were just so many beauties. And this is called Colour Wheel 22, and it's number 9. And that is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. And the meterage is 425 meters. And that is in my little yarn cozy. Starting to look a bit fun. I took it out because I wanted to weigh the ball to see how much was left, and I probably shouldn't have done that. But hey ho. So I'm really happy with that, and I'm kind of keeping up with it. And it's good because it means that I get a little something, because I thought I'm just knitting so many things for other people at the minute. So it'd be nice to kind of have something for me throughout all this. But my main priority one, and this also coincides with some acquisitions. So for Yorkshire Yarn Fest, so I was looking for some commercial yarn to make this baby cardigan, because I don't, especially if they're a non-knitter and, you know, babies when they're little, I want something that they can just chuck in the wash and not worry about really. But they only had them in a gigantic size. So this is some Hayfield Bonus Aran, which is 20% wool, so it feels quite nice actually. And this, I got this from the, I think the store's called Sardines for Tea. And they had a show special, so this was only £10 for a 400 gram, and it's Aran. So I cast this on, and I'm thinking, with it being Aran and the baby cardi, I'm really hoping that I can knock it out for the weekend. So I've cast on the Baby Sophisticate, which is a free pattern on Ravelry. Do I have the pattern? I do have the pattern. But I tried to save printer ink. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. There's a proper picture of it there. So that's what it looks like. Really cute. I've made one before and they're super easy, straightforward. So the Baby Sophisticate by Lyndon Heflin. So I've just got to the point where the next thing I need to do is split for the sleeves. So that is that. And I also, when I was out and about today, this is how organised I've been today. I know, I can't believe it either. I've got some buttons. You might not be able to see, oh no, you can see them there. I wasn't sure what size I'd need. I just got this from this arts and crafts shop in Headingley. It's only £2.50, you get quite a lot in there. So I thought they'll be handy. But because I wasn't sure what size button I need, I kind of wanted a bit of a backup. Sorry, this might be a bit crinkly. And here they've got some coloured clear buttons, but some of them are bigger than others. So you see there's like a pink one that's a bit bigger. But I might have to open them up and see if I can get 4 or 5 of those pink ones out and just see. But I've got the white clear ones as a bit of a backup. So I thought, great, because I looked at my stuff, I thought I don't have any buttons. I think I've just been knitting. As I say, this doesn't have buttons. I'll just be making jumpers for myself. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to seeing how much of that I can get done. So that was one of my purchases. So I'm going to stick that in my wool mouse bag. This is for like big projects. But yeah, I didn't really need anything. So I was very mindful about what I picked up really, or purposeful, should we say. And then I picked this up from 80 Skeins, and it's the infamous Let Lopi. I think that's showing the colour very well. This is like a really kind of like a slatey grey blue, really nice, very woolly. So this is, oh yeah, it's Icelandic, and you knit this on 4 to 5mm needles, so I think that's kind of like a DK weight, maybe bordering on worsted. So this is the colour that the customer's thinking of for jumper for next year, so I thought I'll knit a bit of a swatch in it and see how it washes, and then so there's no rush for that, but it was a really good price at the show, so I thought I'll just pick up one, and then if it's good I'll go back to them and see if they can do me a sweater quantities worth. I'll make sure that I order the whole lot this time. Another purchase that I made is actually going to be a present from Craig, so he bought it for me, and it was a mystery bag from a Woolly Tangle, and I don't think I bought anything from them. I think I've seen them at shows, but anyone who comes to a yarn show with me knows I am a sucker for a mystery lucky dip bag. And this offer was 2 skeins of 4-ply, and it was 2 skeins of the same plus a project bag, which would have retailed at £66, and they had a show special on for £40. And I've been so good, and I've not opened it, and Craig's putting it away for me. So it is a surprise, but it'll be nice. Which I thought was really good value, actually. So that is that. And then I absolutely adore this vendor, a Happy Crow, because they're so happy, and they do beautiful, beautiful colourways. Pink, and it's called At First Sight. Isn't that lovely? So I thought, I like that. I like how it's going to work up with the kind of the gradient pink and the white. So, and this was in the sale basket. Insert halo here. So yeah, that was my, because I said to myself, you can buy 1 skein. Buy 1 skein. And then my last purchase, oh my god, I love this, was from Beehive Yarns. And I didn't buy any wool there because, I mean, how do you choose? How do you choose? And I wanted to kind of go back when I needed something, yeah, and I thought, oh, I've got wool coming at my ears. But they had this trinket dish. How flipping cute is that? It's absolutely beautiful. I thought, I really like that. And when we're at Yorkshire Yarn Fest, which, can I just say, it really is one of my favourite shows because it's just so relaxed. I love how accessible it is for people. I love how gentle a pace it is. The venue's like really beautiful. There's just, I like the way it's split up into a couple of different rooms so I don't feel overfaced with anything. There's reasonably priced teas and coffees. I think they were like £1.50. They do like pasties for, I don't know if it's like £2, might not have even been that. They also had some, what do you call it, like street food vans. They had a little pizza van. And it's just a really lovely day. Do you know what I mean? There's like about 40 vendors, 40 to 45 vendors. And yeah, if I could only ever go to one show a year, I think that would be the one that I would go to, because it's just, you know, and in true Naomi style, did I take pictures? No, not really. I did take a few, so I'll put them at the end to show. So that was me, and now I'm feeling rather full up of yarn. So I want to just try and blitz through as much stuff as I can. I think I've gone through everything now, haven't I? So yeah, so I'm gonna focus on those three. Prepare for a little bit of waffle now. I've accidentally developed a little bit of a new routine. This is my new mug. Not new, but it happens. So I think I went to bed early one night, and I don't really like going to bed early. I'm like a big child. I like to kind of stay up till like midnight to get as much decompression time as I can. But then I'm like, because if I'm not sleeping well, then I wake up and I'm like, oh, and it carries on. So this night I ended up falling asleep surprisingly early at 10 o'clock, and then I woke up about 5:30 wide awake because I'd had enough sleep. I thought, oh, this is nice. And because I was all like nice and refreshed and everything, I was able to, you know, be more focused and just have that hour and a half before I get ready for the day. And yeah, just having a bit of a quiet hour, doing a bit of reading. I've really got back into a habit of reading, which I'm so chuffed about. And yeah, and then because I was being up early, I then naturally start to get tired at 9 o'clock, 9:30, and then so I'm not like forcing myself to go to sleep. So yeah, it's quite nice. I feel like I'm getting more of a quality time of the day, if that makes sense. And also I like the fact that I've properly come round. I've been awake 2 or 3 hours before I start work, and so I don't feel as flustered. I feel a bit more, it's a nicer way to start the day. Anyway, so that's me. So thank you so much if you've continued to watch up to this point. I do have a mention that I would like to do. I want to give a little bit of a shout out to a lovely lass who's a friend of mine. Used to work together for a bit, and she's started a little business called Sazzle Stiches. So there's some beautiful knitwear knitted. I don't think she knits. I think a friend might make the cardigans or jumpers, and Sarah does some beautiful either like embroidery or crochet embellishments, and it's all on like babies and kidwear jumpers. It's really lovely. So please, if that's your thing and that something that you want to see, give her a follow, give her page a like. I'm sure she'd absolutely love it. So yeah, hi Sarah. I think she's doing one at the minute. It's so cute, and it's Paddington Bear. I tell you what, she's got more patience than me. I like crocheting and obviously I like knitting. I don't always have the patience to do the little fiddly detail bits kind of thing. I like to kind of crack on, so, but no, kudos, that is brill. I might have another shout out next time, because a friend of mine has just started making some beautiful fabric bags, but she's not quite set up her Etsy just yet. So I want to wait until she's a little bit more established with that before I reveal all. Anyway, I hope your Saturday is not too soggy and you're keeping nice and warm and cosy and got some nice knitting to play with. And if you've got this far, if you can put a little emoji of an umbrella with some rain on to mark the glorious weather that we are having. And yeah, and I will see you next time. Take care, bye for now.